Hey everybody, Dave here. Welcome to Band of Badgers, and this is our post GenCon show. It's something like that. Anyway, we have I have a bunch of Americans with me. I don't know if that's a polite thing to say. I'm not sure, but we have a bunch of people from the US.
You're good.
Who I finally got to meet in real person, in real life, face to face. Said hi. Some of them have been guests. Some of them have been friends. Some of them I've been friends with, and some of them are brand new. So we're gonna start shouting out some bits and pieces. But for you in the live audience, thank you so much for joining. If you have any questions, do shout it out. We want to know everything that you like, everything you don't like. Everything that we're going to tell you is all about GenCon. So why you should be going, what you can expect, and just some kind of fun stories along the way. Welcome everybody. Thanks for joining. We've got more people in the wings. We can only fit like 9 or 10 people. That's the limit on StreamYard. And I was messing around with Zoom, and it just they've updated it so badly. So we're now gonna sit back and enjoy this and play a little game of musical chairs as people come and go. So we'll see what we can do. And Spencer, if you're listening, keep trying. keep trying to join. I don't know why you couldn't get in, but we'll see what happens. So quickly for everybody, how thumbs up, thumbs down? How was GenCon for you? Wicked.
I'm gonna go.
Wicked. Good. What's that? Okay, so okay, Weather Dragon Mike, you're first. What was the
yay.
Oh yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. No, we don't want to do that one.
I had my spot wasn't the greatest. I was kind of like a last minute insert in the Gen Con. Not that we put our booth anyway, but I didn't have the greatest spot, and it definitely showed. So yeah, but sorry about it.
It's all right. We will try to fix things for you, Mike. We will try to do that.
Better luck next year.
I'm trying to put you on, and we're pushing buttons everywhere. Is that better? There we go.
No. Feedback.
So many buttons.
There's too many buttons.
It's your first rodeo. What's going on?
Look, I had to kick Steve. That's what we're working with here. We've made room.
Director, now you're screwed.
That's cool. So we're gonna quickly go around. Again, Dave, Band of Badgers. Next to me on my screen at least, we've got James from Tabletop Misfits.
Hey, what's happening?
James!
We got James. Has everybody seen Tabletop Misfits? Because James does a ton of work on his channel. He's absolutely nuts, and he's come on because obviously it's whatever time it is in the States. But he's going to go do some martial arts after this. He's going to kick ass.
Got martial arts after this, and then we've got I've got 2 games this weekend too, so we're busy.
Oh, it's too busy. We've got. I can't. There's so much going on in chat as well. I'm getting a load of stuff. There's a load of stuff going on, and Steve's not here to prioritize. So we're going to see what happens. But we've got one of the things that we've got here. Can this come up on screen? Let's go.
Oh.
There we go.
There we go.
I was there. There we go. I was there.
Who's that handsome?
Showing off. Exactly. That's what I was saying. And I was there with Mr. Maguire as well, who is my American chaperone, who was taking me all around the place, and we absolutely loved it. We had a few bits to drink, and we hit the press room. So we made perfect use of that. And if you don't already know, GenCon is absolutely huge, and we enjoyed the hell out of it for the 7 days that I was there.
Ooh. Thank you. Was I there 7 this year? Wednesday, 3.
Did you there 7? I was there Monday to Monday.
I got there on Tuesday, so.
Oh, you got there on Tuesday. So you tried. I
mean, James, I see the smoke coming out your ears.
This was Dave's first trip to the States.
It was, yeah.
Wow.
It was. We had I had a lot of fun, but everyone kept saying, and you came to like Indy. I wasn't sure how to really. I don't know. I have to try somewhere else next time. We go to New York. The weather's similar to the UK. I don't know.
I mean, it's always raining, so.
Is New
There
York
you
similar
go.
to the UK?
It is the UK. So I know, Kate, you're coming to the UK for a little bit soon. So
I am soon.
if you have one, pack a brolly.
A what?
A brolly. Do you
Hold
know what
up.
a brolly is? An umbrella.
What?
An umbrella?
Yeah,
Oh, an
a brolly.
umbrella.
umbrella.
Using American English Dictionary.
Yeah.
Is it okay to use umbrellas there? I know, like, for in America, if you go to Seattle, it rains a lot there, and it's like not cool for you to use an umbrella.
Right.
So I wasn't sure how it was over there. Is it okay
Oh no,
to use one?
you will. Yeah, otherwise you'll get wet.
Okay, great.
It will be. You will get drenched. That's the kind of rain we have over here. But especially so, if you're going to the north of England, you go to Scotland, you go to Ireland.
Yeah.
That is it. So, boom, you will
That's
get
where I'm going.
drenched. You will get drenched. When you come down to London area, then it doesn't improve really, but you might have less rain. That's what I can say.
Smaller drops.
Yeah.
Great.
We got Clop Donk.
Clorp dunk.
Is it what? Is it who's Clop Donk?
He's one of my
Great
children.
Awesome.
We have this thing on my stream where if you're a sub, you are a child of Kate. They named themselves my children, so yeah.
I will need to look into that one. I did not know about
Mother.
that. We have to do that. So yes, Clop Dunk. We're Clop Donk. I was going to say dunk. It's donk. What's a donk?
This live.
What's a dunk?
Yeah,
Is everybody seeing what I write?
That's the way to do it. Now, also, so if you didn't already know, Kate is part of. Well, I know Kate from Glass Cannon Network, I should say, and I got to check out with Glenn as well. Glenn, we went along because he graciously bought me a ticket for Glass Cannon live, and we went. We decided to upgrade because it was the first time there, so we went along. And Scott, you were there as well. Mike, you were there as well. Weather Dragon Mike, and we got to hang out with the Glass Cannon cast as well, which was fantastic. We got let's see if this button works. There we go. We got Troy, who's actually, I would say, quite lovely in real life. He didn't seem as vicious as he seems on the Glass Cannon
very
itself.
nice. It's very weird. Yeah.
I actually have a question for Kate because I saw Troy strolling across the GenCon floor. I'm like, wait, I know that guy. I'm like, oh, that's. And then I went to approach him. I'm like, he doesn't look like he wants to be approached. Was that a mistake, or should I have said hi?
That's the northeastern U.S. scowl that we have, like the
Yeah.
resting, like face bit. But no, he's very nice, and he'll talk to you.
I'm from Maine, so I recognize that look, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Resting northeastern face, we call it.
Resting New England face.
Kate,
Yeah.
so I understand that very well. Also,
I think that
Mike,
was
you
kind
just
of,
always look angry. It's just how it is.
I did wonder if it was a case of he saves everything up, so all of the problems and all the stress just comes out on the podcast itself. Because sometimes he does let rip. He doesn't hold back sometimes.
Yeah. That personality seems to be a bit because in person he's actually very nice.
We also have potentially the most lovely Skid as well. So we hung up with him as well. It was awesome. We got here we go. Look, there you go.
Great
So-
t-shirt.
Grim the Giant Slayer is also Beal from Beal and Grim. Troy is the meanest person I know.
You got to keep up the facade. Exactly. Yes.
It is awesome. And then I managed to get a photo with Kate as well.
Wow. I'm so
Again.
tall.
So I had to move the picture around in the frame as well, just to try to make sure that everyone was in shot. But I did manage to get. I don't know if you can see it over here. So we had this.
Yep.
So we had the VIP, and I got all the signatures, including Nora's as well. So we met Nora at Call of Cthulhu.
Nice.
And we did the Marvel show as well. So we did all those. So I managed to get that. And then the only one I couldn't get was Matthew. And I kept seeing him everywhere. I saw him at the Glass Cannon booth. I saw him walking around. And every time he was talking to people, and I was like, I'm British. I can't interrupt people that way. I'm just too polite. And so eventually I gave up. It got to Sunday. We missed it. We got to Monday lunchtime. I'm in Indiana Airport. I see the Dungeon Dudes. I'm like, hello. They ignored me, but hello, Dungeon Dudes. A side note. If you ever see the Dungeon Dudes, ask them which one is number 1 and which one is number 2.
Okay.
If you can do that for me, please, that'd be great. Because I asked them and they got confused. So I saw Matthew. I literally got to my gate, and Skid and Matthew were walking towards me, and Skid recognized me. I was wearing all the Badger gear. Oh, that sounds weird. I was wearing a Badger t-shirt. It's not like I was wearing
Badger
a furry,
gear. Like, hold on, what's that?
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't wearing
The furry.
the full. Yeah, I was not a furry, but And I stopped him. I was like, and he looked a bit shocked. And Skid was like, "It's okay. This is Dave." I was like, "Fine. Hi, I'm British. I'm sorry." And I said, "You're the only one I don't have. Would you mind me getting your autograph?" And he was like, "Fine, brilliant, it's great." Skid had a pen ready. I was like, "Wow, fantastic." And then I had to open up the suitcase, dig everything out,
I was going to say,
no.
find this, so he would sign it. And he was so lovely about it. It was awesome. So yeah, Matthew is now my new favorite. Sorry, Kate.
Oh,
Oh.
that's nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, I'm going to go now.
Good night, everybody.
Go back to work now. Yeah, done. Yeah, that's it. Cool. We got it's just hello there. Look forward to hearing about GenCon. One day I might get to go to Hood 815. Yes. You might have to come back and check this stuff out.
Highly
Brandy.
recommend it.
Highly recommended, definitely. Brandy, I'm going to let you talk for a little bit.
Hi.
Because it was your first time at GenCon as well.
It was. Yeah, that's the first time I've been to GenCon in Indiana.
What was your best bits?
I think dinner every night with you guys was very fun. Watching the ball and the giant griffin. I don't know how he got in there, but
The GenCon dance was definitely something I wasn't expecting.
no,
That
not at
was-
all.
Yeah, that was
Age was showing, wasn't it?
yeah. It was because we don't really do that over here, and everyone was just going for it. It felt like a prom that we've seen in the films and TV and stuff like that, and it was just But we didn't dance.
No, we stood back and we waited for the kids so we can pack them in the van and go home for the night. By the kids, I meant the friends we were with. No children involved.
Yeah, it definitely didn't happen. But yeah, we stood there like some weird parents.
We were standing in the back like this with beer.
We're ready to go home now. We're going.
I think we stayed out till 2 a.m. that night, though.
That night? That's the only night you stayed up till 2 a.m.? Because I feel like GenCon
Probably-
is every night.
It was probably most of them.
We kept going for as long as we could. I think we saw Frank House that night as well.
hmm
Oh, we got Bill. Bill's just joined us.
Bill.
Hi, Bill. How you doing, Bill?
I'm exceptional. How are you?
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Wow.
We suddenly got faces. Look at this.
Whoa.
Okay.
No, we got 10. I can't count.
I got to sit over here now. I've got to move myself. This is cool. And we all-
Bill, you never came to see us at GenCon. What the heck?
Dude,
Bill.
Immediate call out.
it's a lot. That show is a lot. Man.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. I apologize for that.
That's all right.
We took on a lot more stuff than we usually do. Not as much as Glass Cannon does, but a lot more than we usually do. And it was crazy, but fun.
It is. We talked about Glass Cannon. I'm gonna come back to Kate as well. We have Where is it? There we go.
Oh, nice.
And it was awesome. The theater was fantastic venue. Absolutely loved it, and it was such a great. We did the I say we. You guys did the gender reveal. That was awesome.
Yeah. That was really fun. Yeah, that
Oh,
theater
yeah.
is awesome.
That
I
was
love
super
it.
cool.
We had a few of us, and Bill, you were in the theater as well for that one.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was a great show. Had a great time.
We had.
I love that theater too. Boy, that's a neat space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so comfortable. That's a great place to see a show.
Yeah.
We need to see if we can get you in there.
Aspirational goals, man.
Always. I'm getting loads of messages. I'm still trying to feed this through as well. We've got the Purple West show on Saturday night was very very good.
I'll take it.
Was
Thank
very very good. They're British. We'll see what else they say.
Acceptable is our goal. So
Acceptable. Cool. We've got I've got some pictures of the Beal and Grimm's guys here as well. Let's see if this will work. There's Paul.
Paul Shapiro. What a terrible choice.
No, he was the first one I spotted out in the wild because this is Wednesday. We went to the D&D press event.
Oh yeah, you're right.
He was there, and I was helping him set up the table. It was cool. We always had a good time. We had what else we got? Who's that mystery man?
Oh God, no.
Bill.
Who is that old person?
We're all.
I don't understand. I'm pretty sure I'm still like 32. I don't know who that guy is.
We definitely feel that way. It's definitely not on the outside. We got there's your brother Charlie.
Nice.
Who I saw him on Sunday, and he looked exhausted.
Yeah. Yeah, he was doing, on top of everything else, he was doing play testing for a board game that he's developing for us, and so he was running back and forth to the play test area, and it was he took on a lot for that weekend. So God bless him.
We also got there's John.
Amazing.
John was lovely. I from watching the Purple Worm show again, first time I got to see it because officially we still can't see it in the UK. Like the Dungeons and Dragons TV channel is not officially available here in the UK.
Censorship.
You say that like you may have found a way around it.
There is a way around it. I'm not going to go on camera saying that, but there are ways around it. It's more than my job is worth to say that out loud, so I won't. But
I went to the Beetle and Grimm booth and got the mystery of the Temple Guardian card solved because I couldn't. That card made 0 sense to us playing. We were doing wrong. I don't know if it was Bill, if you did that, or John, one of you guys. But yeah.
Oh yeah. What was the mystery?
We weren't dumb. We were playing the card, whatever we used to, play against that card. We didn't realize we were supposed to dump that card. The players were supposed to get rid. We're just like, everybody always had that card, and we're like, what are we doing with this? Minor details.
Yeah, good. Well, more for the rules update whenever we do the next version.
I just could have been me. I don't go changing the rules.
We got some shots of Purple Worm as well. Again, an awesome show.
Thanks, man.
And so funny because not only because everyone dies, but everyone dies, and we never knew that TPKs could be so fun.
Dying is so fun.
Which is great. I'm also gonna self-promote this one as well because I got to work on Purple Worm, the book. So I'm one of the book editors, and so Steve, who's around somewhere. He's gone back in his box somewhere. And we have a question from Klop Donk. Has anyone ever survived a Purple Worm show? Ooh.
What would that say about us if we had ever had?
Everyone dies but one.
How embarrassing that be? There was the very first one we did. I'm not sure if I'm remembering this correctly. I believe we had Xander playing he was playing his own character, and then he was also playing a henchman for Seth Green's character. And I think the henchman got away. Does that count?
No, it's not a real
Not
character.
really, right?
It's a side
Getting
character.
away and surviving are two different. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
ran,
it wasn't really
you
his
chickened
character. It was just kind of that's the closest I think there's ever been.
And we've also got you at GenCon also promoting Skullduggery.
Oh yeah. So that's our next Kickstarter starting in a couple of weeks. I think Tuesday the 26th, if I'm remembering that correctly.
Yep.
5e resource guide on urban adventuring, and it also has a full adventure path that goes from level 1 to level 9. It's all like really accentuating some really fun things you can do in city settings, and it's the kind of resource guide that you can kind of pick up and drop into your own homebrew stuff, or you can drop it into Waterdeep or anything you want. So anyway, yeah, it's our first time doing something completely original. It isn't licensed from anybody, and
have you found that easier to do? Is it kind of less pressure?
Well, I mean, the easy part of it is not having to go through review and approvals from anybody.
But who of your guys has the most approval? Who do you?
Well, this is definitely John's baby. This one is definitely John's. His brother Rob, who works is a big guy with D&D Online, created a lot of this content, and then he partnered up with John and kind of brought it to us, and we've been developing it from there. So I've written little bits and pieces of it, but it's definitely John's thing. So
yeah,
if you hate it, blame him.
That's fine.
If you love it, it was probably my part.
Even better. I'm going to try and get to playtest some of it, which is nice.
100%. Yeah.
So,
the artwork was gorgeous too. I'm not gonna lie. Like I just immediately caught my eye as soon as it popped up there. So.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, some awesome artwork on this one.
Yeah,
we got even though you were technically working and promoting and getting to do the show, what was your best bit of GenCon? What can people look forward to from what you were after?
You mean just not associated? I mean, the most fun thing I did was the Glass Cannon show for sure.
Yeah.
By a mile. That was absolutely fun. I love you guys.
I was going to say that was awesome because we got to hang out after the show as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it all happened in kind of slow motion. But in my head, in my version of reality, we finished the Ascension show. We came out the theatre. We were all hanging on the corner. Bill and Charlie, all the Glass Cannon cast. Me and Maguire were there as well. And then suddenly this car pulls up, a screech of brakes, door flies open. Matt Lillard runs across the street yelling, Dave, Dave, Dave. That didn't actually happen, but Dave runs over, big hug, twirls me around in the air. And I'm like, what, Matt? And it was brilliant because I got to meet all the Bleeding Grims guys. And we've been doing stuff together for years. And it was really nice to finally meet you in person and then say thank you. So again, thank you.
Yeah, it was really funny, right? Like I know I said this to you before, but like it took me a minute to really accept the idea that we had never met in person because we've known each other for so long and done so many of these calls and worked on so many projects together that I feel like we hang out all the time. So
yeah. We need to play some more games. We need to play some games for fun if we can.
Yeah.
Right?
Wouldn't that be nice?
We've got
shoemakers' children always go barefoot, man.
It's just
never heard that before.
I have never heard that before, but it's pure wisdom right there.
Yeah, it's definitely a way forward. It's definitely an option. We'll give it a go. But we have some new adventures coming to the Badgers channel. We have some new stuff lined up. Of course, it's going to be Beal and Grimm's related, but we've got some cool stuff happening. So we'll keep you we'll keep everyone in tune for that. We're going to do some shorter adventures rather than big campaigns. And everyone, if you're all welcome. If you've got time, Friday and Saturday evenings for me. For you guys, it's your afternoon. But if anyone wants to come and play, or Brandy, you want to learn how to play, get a set of dice and come along.
I have some.
We've got another one. So I love the name Clorp Donk. It's just fantastic. Does Beal and Grimm's make chairs now? You're referring, of course, to the Beal and Grimm's official gaming chair.
Yeah, which is a regular chair with a sweatshirt pulled over it. We sell it for twice as much.
We'll mass produce these at some point. It's great. We will do that.
I'm sure chair cozies aren't that expensive,
Well, it can be done. I was going to come back to Kate, because I didn't think I asked Kate. Your best bit for GenCon, for you personally.
I mean, I just like seeing the people that I always play online with, which is great. I mean, the glass cannon party this year was like really good. So I think that.
I didn't get an invite. Kate. I didn't get an invite. I wasn't there.
Ooh.
I saw the photos. It looked really good.
It was great.
I know. I'm not too worried, because
what was so great about it, Dave? How exclusive it was.
It was only the best of the best, Bill, wasn't it? It's because
I enjoyed it. Yeah, Mike, you liked it too, right? We had a good time.
Don't you stop. The Badgers have not bridged the pond that well yet, which was the purpose of the GenCon trip.
Well, there's always next year, so just come every year.
They
That's a rough one for that going from that distance.
But other than that, I bought my first Magic deck and accessories, because it's not just buying the cards. You got to buy the things to put them in, and the thing to play it on.
There's that downhill slope real quick.
Only a loser would only play with cards.
I know. You have to have sleeves and a mat, so I did all that, and that was fun.
I can on too.
We had it's the same kind of thing. So Band of Badgers, for those of you who don't know, Band of Badgers is actually a social club. So we run, we have a bar venue. We have multiple gaming tables in private rooms, and people come up every month. You play for the whole day. It's like 14 hours or more. It's phenomenal. But you see, when the new players turn up, they have their set of dice. And then the month later, they've got a dice tray and they've got a dice bag. And then suddenly they've got all the books and all the toys and all the paraphernalia. That's the amazing thing. Is when you get hooked as a hobbyist, you have to buy the accessories. You can't not to. We need Twitchy saying we need the next Badger Con. We can do that.
Yeah, that new facility you showed me. We could host a little con in there.
That's a great intro, Bill. Thanks very much.
Would you like
to see it? So this we haven't actually announced this publicly. So this is kind of the first time, because we were saving till we got back from GenCon. But would you like to see the new venue?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the correct answer. Well,
I'm like trying to look at
another answer other than yes.
Hey, buddy, this is about GenCon, not you.
Yeah, well, okay, I mean it. We'll wait and see. Here we go. Take a look at this. Hi everyone, Dave here from Band of Badgers. As you may know, for 2025, we have been a little bit quiet on our YouTube channel. We haven't been playing as many games as we might have liked, but that's because we've been sitting on a very, very, very big secret. So, for the first time, we're going to give you a sneak peek, because we're really, really excited to show you what we are calling Badgers Tavern Studios. You can see this around me. Now, what this will enable us to do is play the game around the table in a studio environment, featuring your products and games. We want to have stories, campaigns, adventures, one-shots, TPKs, everyone knows Beal and Grimm's Purple Worm. And all of this would not have been possible without one single person, namely Jake. And Jake, you know who you are. But thanks to Jake for all of this and everything he's been doing. We'll introduce you to Jake in a separate video. In fact, all of these videos are going to be in a separate playlist on our YouTube channel. So do go and check that out. A cheeky like and subscribe is always appreciated. We're going to have build videos, progress videos. This isn't even finished, what you see here. And we're going to have some cheeky kind of behind the scenes bits and pieces as well. I hope you join us on this new journey for 2025. And I hope you enjoy what we're going to be doing, because we are going to love it. I'll see you next time. Ta-ra. Oh, that's looking good. There was a lot of comments as well in chat. So thank you very much. What's a Shake Shack, Bill?
Next.
What's a Shake Shack? What's that? We don't have Shake Shack.
Perfect.
What's your guess? No. I want to hear.
You came to America and didn't go to Shake Shack?
Hey, look, I'll show you where I went.
You did go to White Castle.
I went to White Castle.
Yeah. Dave went and did a D&D in a White Castle, basically, while in America.
I don't think they have Shake Shack in Indiana. Isn't it like a Northeast thing, or am I wrong?
They do have one.
Oh,
You're right.
okay.
Yeah, I went there at like 2 a.m. because my son flew in really late, and he was like, "I'm starving. Get me something." So that's where I went. I'm sure it was terrible, but hey, they're open.
We also had a lot. Again, we don't have it in the UK. Hot Box Pizza. There's me and Mr. Maguire, the man who has a voice for radio, is absolutely phenomenal. And also, it was the GenCon beer, and you've got to queue up for like an hour to get a beer.
Well, let's be clear. You have to queue up for literally everything.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brits don't queue. If the queue has more than 4 people, we'll come back later. So when you saw these queues that went on, and then you had this thing at GenCon, there were people with hold up a sign, and they say like, there's like a queue break. The line continues here. Like what? What do you mean? And then you look across the corridor, and there's more people, and it's twice as long. So we don't do that. We don't do that. So again, Kate, when you come to the UK, you'll probably queue, but the queues will be short.
I don't wait in queues either.
See, there you go. There you go. Just go straight to the front. You don't need to do anything else.
Like, I'm not from here. I'm sorry.
How do they work?
Northeast attitude.
Sorry, I'm American.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm American.
Man, we're going to be saying that a lot
anymore.
for the next 4 years, aren't we?
Yeah, yes, we are.
Our bad.
Extra sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, it worked for me. Everyone I spoke to, I was like, I'm British. I'm sorry. Because everyone was kind of confused. And they were like, is it the accent? Because everyone was saying, you'll be British, you're fine. Everyone loves the accent. The problem is, I'm from London, so people don't like the London accent because it's a bit rough around the edges. So it was like...
We can't tell.
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
It all sounds the same from the UK. Like you can be from a different
thought do you
country.
think we put into this?
People from Ireland come over and we call them British. They really do.
Yeah.
Well,
Oops.
that would also be that.
We don't all speak like they.
Craig, we managed to see you in person as well. So Craig is, if you don't know Craig, he's the owner of Dragon Skull Studios, pretty much the #1 miniature painter, pro painter on the planet. This
Bullshit.
one. So it is. It's true. And we've been painting with him exclusively because we've been doing stuff with Star Wars and Marvel at the moment with Atomic Mass Games. And he's been absolute gem. He's been showing us all the tips and tricks. So he does commissions as well. So if you know anyone who needs to do some stuff with Craig, he's the guy.
Too kind.
Always too kind for you. And also, because we got to meet him in person, he also gave me this book. There we go. Giant School Studios.
Nice.
Cool.
So yeah, it was again so cool. So thank you. What was your best bit, Craig?
This year I got into a couple of the painting classes, which I was real pleased with. So, it's hard to say because it's old hat for me. Was my 14th or 15th GenCon. Well,
Man, tone down the enthusiasm, man. You're overwhelming.
I know.
It's been 15 years.
They got to use you as their spokesman for that.
Yes.
GenCon alumni.
Left and right now.
I get to the point that the crowds overwhelm me anymore. It just gets so much.
It's real.
I love
It is. You know what it is? I laugh when Dave was like, "Well, we don't queue." Well, how did you get in on opening day on Thursday with that?
Yeah.
I didn't queue. I waited.
He was there on Monday. He was there on Monday.
I was there on
Online
Monday. But I went to White Castle. I hung out there for a little bit. I went to Free League and Marvel because their rooms were outside.
Yeah.
So I waited, and then I waited 5 minutes, and they were still going in. I waited 10 minutes, and people were still walking in. It got to about 20 minutes, half hour, and I was like, "Oh, it's a little bit less busy." So
I've learned over the years that if you go into one of the gaming halls and find one of the tables that's not being used and wait for the side doors to open, and you can get right in, less crowd. Sneak in on the sides.
Insider secrets.
I was just gonna say alumni tips.
Yeah, so instead of waiting in line, you guys find a place near the line and wait.
I wait for the side doors to open, and then you go.
You make it seem like you just skip the line, but really you're just
waiting. I just wait.
Waiting in a second location.
Now, mind you, the herd
secret
that goes
locations.
in.
Isn't that technically just queuing while sitting?
Queuing while sitting, but it's better than just being pushed.
That's true. Your legs are less tired.
Yeah.
You got line adjacent. Yeah, that'd be the second queue.
So, Dave, did you have a Twinkie?
Sounds better.
Did you get to try your Twinkie?
Yeah. I've never eaten a Twinkie before. I bought a box of 10.
Interesting.
Because I
It'll
didn't
be
know
good
they came
for
in
5 years. You don't have to rush.
Yeah. I couldn't bring them home. But I did try it. We Maguire as my witness. We ate several with some beers, and it was actually it was
Twinkies and beers.
Yeah,
that's America.
Fucking British.
That's
what you do. Is that what you guys think of us? Is that what you think?
That's what Americans do.
It's still upsetting.
That's what I thought it was.
Wait, why couldn't you bring them home? Are you saying that Twinkie can't make it through TSA?
Customs would have stopped.
Is it the creamy filling that they object to?
It's a biohazard.
It's a biohazard, basically.
Yeah, because it's all shit. That's why they wouldn't let it in.
The chemicals just don't get through to you.
You get home and they throw them away at the airport.
Right. Yeah, or just put them in quarantine for a week.
Sir, how many Twinkies have you had?
Yeah, too many. Did you go to Waffle House though?
No, not Waffle House.
Oh, next year.
Where did we go? We went to the tap room. Glenn, what did we tap room? The tap. That was awesome. Love their food. I want to go to what was the steak place we didn't get to?
At St. Elmo's.
St. Elmo's?
St. Elmo's.
That was really good.
Yeah. So that's
Mount Fuji for sushi, fantastic. It's right across from the.
I need to, and the other thing I need to do is get a hotel closer because I was at the airport, so we was Ubering in all the time. Yeah. So I need to get.
Just get ready to fork out the ducats if you're staying in.
Now, mind you, you're paying $100 for an Uber, so I mean, really, you're just spending on where you're paying at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it is awfully nice to be able to retreat to your room in an easy way. Yeah. And that, I mean, one of my favorite things about GenCon is the lobby of those hotels that are right next to it that are, at night after the show, they're just packed with people who are just gaming for the fun of it, and everybody's mingling and having a great time. And it's a very sort of heartwarming experience to just see how much joy there is in that crowd.
It is awesome. It was also like playing YouTube bingo. So all the people I've subscribed to on YouTube, they're all there. And it was great. It was great. It was lovely to meet so many of them as well. We did loads of bits and pieces. And we're going to try to bring.
It was weird though that the JW was dead this year because that's just normally the hangout spot. So that was just odd.
Oh, that's
the Marriott, JW Marriott.
Yeah, the bar was closed, which is normally the main place where everybody goes after
well,
the night. So
there's your answer right there. We're gonna find the open bar.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I'm just saying, like, that's normally the open bar we all go to, but then it was closed, so everybody's like, where do we go now? Like,
yeah. I was at the Marriott next door, and it was packed every night.
Yeah.
So maybe that's where everybody went.
Yeah, we was in the Omni, the Westin, and then it was all the restaurants and the bars. Didn't get to the Glass Cannon party though. I'm just saying. Maybe next year. Pretty. We have to wait and see. And also, we've got a few more faces. We got Ross from Atomic Mass Games. If you all know Ross, some of you I think know Ross. Ross knows absolutely everybody. He is a stunning gentleman, absolutely amazing. We've also got Melissa, who works over at Paizo. We do. Glenn knows Marissa. We do loads of stuff. We do a load of stuff offline, actually. So we say we're all YouTubers and stuff, but me, Glenn, Marissa, we play in a YouTuber's private game, if you like, with Gallant Goblin, so Theo and Grady. Absolutely fantastic crowd there. We've been playing for years as well, Glenn. That's the other thing.
Yeah, 4 years now. Yeah,
and still going.
Still going.
We still haven't been able to finish that game. We will do. We will do one day. You got Dallas. You got Dallas Kemp from Atomic Mass Games, a superb gentleman as well. There is. We got Chris O'Neill. You know Chris O'Neill, Cobalt Ecmo baby. Chris actually came over to the UK. So one of the things we want to do. See, in the UK, the UK Games Expo is our version of GenCon, and it's 2 months before GenCon. But we don't have shows. We don't have the shows like Glass Cannon. We don't have the Purple Worm show. Nothing on that scale. And I think that's the bit that the UK are missing. So if you guys do come over to the UK, even for just a little bit, put on a show, because we haven't had that. People go shopping, and then we go to the pub afterwards, and that's it. What we need is that kind of extra event, dinner and a show. That's what we want to get to. So if you guys do come over, you will absolutely clean up. So plus, just say Dave sent you, and I'll put in a good word. It might help. We got Connor from Gem Hammer. We also got. Oh, there's Brandy. There's Ryan. Right, Ryan's in the Twitch audience. Can't get him in yet because all the seats are full. Frank House. I'm assuming you all know Frank House.
Of course.
We got there's a few nods. There's a few nods and a few unknowns. If you ever talk to Frank House, you just can't shut him up. But an absolute lovely guy. And we got. It's Diana.
Is that the Loki? Loki is that who that is?
Which one?
The bearded dude.
What did you say who he is?
Is that the Loki battle mat guy?
Oh no!
Is that who that was?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. So that's Eric Frankhouse. He's a lovely guy. He's also done stuff with Paizo. He does stuff with Cobalt Press. Matt from Loke Battle Mats. Yeah, he's much taller. He's much taller. But he's a lovely guy. We're going to be doing. So he's British. So we're going to be doing some stuff with him as well. We're going to have him on. We're going to do some interviews. All of that stuff is coming up in the next few months, which is going to be cool to see. We've also got. Is there one more? Steve's sending me stuff, and I can't keep track of it all. It's all going. No, there's no more. Right. Thank you, Steve. Right. We got one. Go on then. So, Weather Dragon Mike, what is the best bit for you?
Oof. I enjoyed the all closed, going to the hotels and hanging out and mingling with the YouTube bingo checklist. That was definitely super cool. You know, getting to give Anjali Bhamani a hug is always a highlight too.
You see, this is Steve there, a rare appearance of Steve, but this is one of the
There he is.
tables that Mike makes. A most awesome gaming table.
That is an awesome table.
That you didn't come see.
Oh snap!
Never gonna
But
live
to
that
think,
down. Dude.
I brought my
Yeah.
Ring of
Walked
Chaos
straight into
game for
that
you to
one,
sign
just
all the
straight
way
into
to
that.
your booth. I came to see you, Bill, but no, we couldn't. It's cool. It's cool.
That's right. That's
I see how it is.
I signed 4. No one knows who I am. I signed 4 autographs, and I signed one for Mike. I did get my own back because I got you to sign one of the dice trays I bought of you. So yeah, that was cool.
Great.
Awesome dice tray, which is going to go in the studio, Mike.
Why don't you show everybody the dice tray?
Because I'm going to the studio tomorrow, and it's all packed in there.
Oh, come on, bruh.
It's all packed in there. It's all packed up away. But it is lovely, and it will be in the studio. There's some pictures of the dice tray right there.
There you go.
There
Look
they
at
are.
that.
Pictures of the Dutch
No.
right there.
Steve coming in clutch.
Steve's like, right, where's all the pictures? Yeah.
Just scrolling
Some
through his
bits.
phone.
He is literally sending me bits and
Careful.
pieces as each one is coming up. This is cool. What are you promoting at the moment, Mike? What is the big thing? What is the new table?
We're actually doing something new. We're not narrow-minded, not PGs. There's a new Warhammer store opened up pretty close to me. So of course I had to move my way on in there and introduce myself. And 6 months later, I'm making them a wargaming table. So it's going to be way different from what I normally. With some of the basic, hallmarks of how I do things for sure. Be cool. Should be up on the Instas and all that good stuff next week.
Cool.
Nice.
I'm messaging Steve now to put the links up into Twitch chat for you. You can put it in there as well. You can do it. We've got
Good.
Simply. Oh, it's Spencer.
Simply Samurai. That dude's awesome.
Spencer, you've been trying to get in. We
That's good
he
people.
wasn't connected, but is trying.
Dave, since you've got people waiting in the wings, I will drop out.
Are you sure, Craig?
Yep, absolutely. You guys take care. Good to see everybody.
Good to see
Bye,
Craig.
Greg.
No worries.
Good one.
Bye, Craig.
See ya.
Bye.
Spencer, Ryan, everyone else, go. There's a.
Dave, I'm also going to sign off.
No worries, Glenn. I was going to get your best bits, Glenn.
Oh, my best bit? Actually, you know what I really liked was going to the premiere for Daggerheart. And
Ooh.
that was really special to see. Of course, you got Matt Mercer out there with his wife and unveiling it, but to see that they hired Chris Perkins, Jeremy, and
Crawford.
Crawford.
what's his name?
Crawford.
And
Keith
Keith Baker.
That's pretty wild.
I mean, they just got like all of the stars from, that are there. If this can't succeed, I don't know what it would take. But they're putting a lot of money into that. Looking fantastic. So we'll see.
Nice. Cool. Wicked.
And correct me if I'm wrong, is Darrington Press kind of like they're like the leeching blob in the room and they're sucking up Legends of Adventurous too? Is that accurate?
They're taking a lot of different companies out.
Definitely
with
involved.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got the money
holy
to,
crap.
and they've got the hunger to do it. So
Yeah.
you're going to be a creative powerhouse, I think, in the next few years.
Yeah. Next Wizards of the
Maybe we'll wait and see. Who knows?
see.
It'll
All
be
right,
interesting
next
to-
New
it'll be
ball.
interesting to
Glenn.
see the
Be
shift
good.
next
As the
year.
old
And
ball.
we've got Spencer's finally joined. We couldn't get you in any sooner. You weren't.
Oh,
You were
it's
spinning.
okay.
You was going round. How are you?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, we can hear you.
coming
Oh,
through.
perfect. Hi, everyone. No, I was visiting my friends in Atlanta, running through doing sword stuff, and the Wi-Fi is just horrible there. So, yay, I finally got on.
Before you disconnect, we want to shout out because I was so James, who's next to me here, also does martial arts, and I was telling him about what you do, and I've got the image you sent over. This looks awesome.
Oh, it looks badass.
That is
What is this?
I can say that.
Medieval cage fight.
America.
Yeah, you totally can. So this is they actually have an event in Nashville, Tennessee, this the 23rd, and we're doing a United States tour at the moment. But it's non-choreographed cage fighting with anywhere from 40 to 80 pounds of armor, men, women, different leagues. It's kind of like UFC fights style. And we actually had a bloke from the UK. His name's Bohus, who came and gave me a trouncing. But he's like one of the best in the world. He lives in London. I'm gonna come do some training with him sometime soon.
We have a history of castles and we have knights. So we just nip into. I can look out my window here, and I've got 2 castles that I can see.
That's
I
so
can
cool.
just
That's an unfair advantage.
borrow
It's
one,
epic alone.
and I'm in.
Unbelievable.
It's that easy.
I'm jealous.
Do British people say that a lot? Because you said that like 10 times when you were here.
I wasn't sure if it came across that well, but yeah, there's
You
castles
just castle
everywhere.
brag.
Yeah.
Dave, can you
can
see any
literally-
shake shacks from your window, by any chance?
No trade tracks.
You got a White Castle next door.
Real castles. We got White Castle.
An actual castle, probably.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the idea of just doing, as you say, this is fighting in a full plate mail.
Mhm.
And you train
Bat
people
shit
as well.
crazy. Can we call this what it is? That is bat shit crazy.
It is awesome. It is awesome.
I want to say real
Yeah.
quick, Spencer was nice enough. He came over to hang out at our booth for a while. And my coworkers are all from Poland. And all of those guys know like the Polish national like fighting champion. And when they heard that Spencer had fought him multiple he was like, it was unbelievable. The reaction those guys had. They're like, wow.
It's such a small world, though. I call it the sword sphere, where especially like Bill was saying, it's crazy, but there are some rules. You have safety. You can't just run in there with a sledgehammer. There's no thrusting, so you can't get stabbed in the eyeballs. It's absolutely a blast. You guys should check out MMA or Armored Medieval Martial Arts. There's Hurt, Battle of the Nations. There's just so many things to see. And like I said, men and women do it. So we're crazy all across the spectrum.
Yeah, there's an organization here in Virginia that does the same thing. I don't know if it's
nice.
exactly AMMA, but yeah,
That's cool.
they're.
It's probably still one of the armored combat groups.
Oh yeah, and they're fun to watch.
There was I met Spencer when I was with Mike from Weather Dragon. We were talking bits and pieces. I was listening to the conversation. I was like, wow, this guy is really keen on this stuff. And the fact that Spencer's huge. He is absolutely enormous, but the biggest smile and grin on his face. And I was like, okay. And I heard him say, I want to, do more streaming. I want to play more games. I want to do more things, different communities. And I was like, this is perfect. We have literally a medieval fighter who can join any game. So we're gonna hopefully, if we can get the calendar sorted, we will get Spencer on and be rolling dice.
We'll figure it out. I mean, why is it? I'm a giant nerd too.
Exactly. Yeah. How many suits of armor do you own?
I mean, I have at least 3. Like doing the historical thing, so the one I fight in, but then I have like a Greek reenactment kit as well. We also have some other Norman, some Viking style things too, because I do also some stunts for some indie films, and I've been in the background of Game of Thrones for season 2 for like House of Dragons. You don't get to see me like maybe in a corner somewhere, but it's still fun to do all aspects of the fighting. And then take it to D&D. Because I had some friends ask me like, hey, how long does it take you to put on armor? I'm like, maybe 15 to 30 minutes, or you can sleep in it, it won't hurt, just stuff like that.
Don't tell our DM that. We don't want that to ruin the game.
It's around, right? It's around.
Don't bring that knowledge to the table.
Took 30 minutes to an hour to doff armor. It's not easy for that level.
No. But once you get it on, you'd be fine.
Yeah.
We've got Mike, other Mike in the middle.
The other
Mike
in the middle.
Or the first Mike, whichever one you want to go with. You were doing something awesome at GenCon as well. We were the only people I think we didn't actually get to meet face to face.
Correct. And I feel for that because I really wanted, I've been trying to get with you. I thought you may come over to PAX Unplugged last year, and this year things aligned. So you were coming, but we made a choice, and this year I'm my bias. That's short for Ballesteros. I'm from Mexico originally. I am now based out of Georgia. I'm in Savannah. And we run a community effort called the Latin Lounge. So basically what we do is we bridge the gap for the Latin community, both here in the United States who have roots in anywhere in Latin America, and also for the people outside of the U.S. that cannot be here to participate in the circuit of conventions and events and all this stuff. So what we do is we bring games and we bring people. We have a room called the Latin Lounge. And this year we brought 35 people. 30 came from outside of the U.S. 5 were people from the U.S. that have roots somewhere else. And we ran game. We ran more than 110 role-playing games. Half of them are created by Latin talent. And we do this. We've done it for 4 years. This year we had the chance to have a booth. So because we're like that, we say, yeah, sure, we can do a booth at the same time that run, a space for events. And it's just my wife and myself. That's the whole organizing team. We did the booth. We did the lounge. I did the same thing as Dave, but Monday to Monday. But on Monday, I drove a Suburban that I rented to take the booth and the product from here to Indianapolis, and then did the pre-show setup of the booth, products, setup of the lounge on Wednesday. Tuesday was kind of like receiving all the people, because I also hosted 20 of the 35 people. We had an Airbnb where we had a dozen people, and then GenCon is super sweet to support these efforts and gave us 2 complimentary rooms right there in the Marriott, which is just crossing the street. To what you were speaking of, Dave, next year let's get in touch, because maybe we can get you in there, do a couple of games or something, and then I can set you up and you can be right there, because I know what a difficulty that is. I had people that stayed on their own rather than on the effort that we had to help other people. And they were doing 45 minutes every day back and forth. And then the day that they went to the Daggerheart show, they went, and it was like an hour from the convention center, 45 minutes. And then when they got out, the Uber was like $200. It is
good God.
absolutely
The Ubers at GenCon are absolutely insane during peak hours.
It's always surge pricing. So always plan for that. If you've never been, you'll learn eventually, like all these little things, where to eat, where to go, where to stay. And we had to learn all that because we need to share it with all the people that we're taking, because most of the people are going in for the first time. They're coming from another country. The difference on money in the US, like a $20 lunch in a convention, is you wouldn't that's half a week's worth of work in Latin America. So we learned all that stuff, but it was fantastic. This is the best GenCon I've been to. Also something that I was there from 7 to midnight every day. But I loved it. We had a great turn up.
You say that, like the atmosphere. I got there Monday, and Tuesday we started walking around in the town center and stuff. And Wednesday it was palpable. Everyone on the street is happy, smiling. Everything was going on. It was up until the moment of release, where the doors opened. It was amazing. Everything was there, and for the whole rest of the week,
72,000 unique people, and all 4 days. This is the first time that I go on a Thursday, and Thursday exhibitor hall was like it was Friday or Saturday, like absolutely packed. It wasn't terrible. Like people cannot walk. Like they do have a lot of protections on like how many people we should have, so that it's not an issue. But Thursday was like, I was surprised. I was like, this is wild. Like I've never seen this. And Friday was the same. Saturday was the same. Sunday is the slow day. Is when people are just hanging out, families going there just for the last day. But it was a little bit more peaceful, and it's short. They stop at 4 compared to stopping at 6 and then having additional post exhibitor hall events up to like 7 or 10 or something like that. So it was great. It was amazing. I was able to go to the Dagger Hard showcase, also a beautiful experience, like meeting with the people right there. We had one of the artists that draws for he draws for Dimension 20 for Critical Role, a bunch of huge projects, and it's the first time that he came over to GenCon, and he met with the people, with Matt and the team for Critical Role. He was like, "Can you sign this?" Like, and they didn't know that he was the actual artist. They worked with him. They just knew him by by name. It was beautiful. It was a great thing. And then we had a little bit of a chance to go and look at the exhibitor hall. I bought some games that I play tested and gone to like Origins and Gamma and met the creators. And then finally, GenCon is the place, to drop your game for the first time, because that's the most eyes and the most important vectors. You got all the YouTube people, you got all these creators are going to see it. We had the chance to create a game with 2 creators that had never written or designed. We presented in the booth for the Latin Lounge, and that same weekend, it was picked up by IPR to start distributing all over the circuit of conventions. IPR is Indie Press Revolution. That is.
Mike, you got Craig there asking, is there a way to donate to help?
Yes. Starting this year, we're doing something different. This year, all this is just community based. Basically, my wife and I pay out of pocket for everything that we need to pay on the side, other than the things. GenCon is very supportive. They give us badges because we run on the system that they have. If you run a number of events, you get a free badge. If you run as a group a number of events, you also get a couple of rooms, which is what we got this year for the first time. We will do a GoFundMe, and we'll have some stuff in there to support this. We had 3 people that got grants from GenCon, but the grant is like $500, something like this. It's nothing to sneeze at, but just the flights from outside of the U.S., especially Latin America, are going to eat that up. So definitely we want to bring more people. We want to be able to provide. We're going to be able to help. So I will have a GoFundMe, and then I'll share it with you, Dave, so that we can spread it out. This is trying to get all these people in here, help out as much as possible, and yeah, that's where we're going right now.
One of the things that we have Mike as well. Mike is not only just a lovely guy, but when we've played games, we've done. You mentioned playtesting, and we was on the same team when we playtested Purple Worm. Volume 1. So we got to playtest that, and that was awesome fun. So again, we did that. We recorded it as well. I still have. I'm waiting for my book. The book. I've had my shipping notice. It's on its way. When I get the book, we'll release the video as well, so everyone will be able to tune in and see that.
Same wise, I got my book on order. It's coming. I already got the notice. I'm waiting for it because it's a beautiful experience to go in knowing what it is and just playing for the fun of that show, that moment, that play.
That's awesome. We got also we got Ryan, who's just joined us. How you doing, Ryan?
I am doing well. How are you?
Yeah,
how is
all
everybody?
Good. All good.
Fantastic.
Sorry, I was a little late to the party.
No worries. We've got as we said, we've got limited seats on this one, so we're playing musical chairs. But we're getting everyone on as much as possible. I'm gonna quickly come back to Spencer though, because I didn't ask you what was your best bit.
Oh, well, I don't know. For me, I love Ninja Turtles growing up as a kid. And I had this like one cosplay that I was just like, I'm just gonna throw it together. It's like Bebop, the Warthog, like Minion for the Shredders. And I wore that, and I saw an April O'Neil cosplayer that was there for the actual card game. And I did a little bit with her, like, hey, you want to do this and record it? And it went off really well. And then the company was actually like, do you want to do some other stuff with Ninja Turtle things? I was like, yeah, you better believe I do, because I'm a giant nerd. It's fun to just tie that together, and got to see some of the creators too. And they had like a giant Leonardo statue. I got to see the creator there. He's like, oh yeah, he's like also sword fighter professionally. And they're like, what? So it's just fun that anything I can tie to swords. As you'll see with me, I'm like D&D games, swords, video games, swords. It was just a really good time.
Swords and swords.
Spencer, where are you based off? Are you here in Atlanta or are you visiting?
I'm visiting right now. So I'm in Nashville, Tennessee at the moment, where I'm a gym manager. Yeah, it's super close, like 4 hours away. So I'm a gym manager and lead trainer for Nashville Armored Combat. It's kind of a feeder school for the whole AMA, for Armored Combat in general. This last week in actually Houston, Texas, we had like the Sword Olympics. We had 13 different countries coming in doing sword fighting, and there's medals given out. Mexico, one of my good friends, actually won World Sword for Longsword this year. I wasn't fighting. I don't know if I would have beat him, but I wasn't fighting this time. I was organizing.
Okay.
It was really cool seeing from Brazil, Germany, Ukraine, all over the place. So yeah, I get around, travel a lot.
That's super cool.
It is nice. It's cool. We got. I've been nudged by Steve as well. I haven't forgotten him, Steve. I haven't forgotten him. We're going to count Scott. We were talking right at the start before we went on air. Wanted to come back to something we were talking about earlier. Scott also makes amazing gaming tables. This is, let's see if we can bring this one up. Boom. Look at that.
So
It is
I think Mike and I think only make the only two tables that are really made for role playing games. Kind of dedicated. So
yes.
We had some crazy functionality. So mine, the big thing is you can put 3 different dungeon levels inside the table, and you push a button, and the next level raises up to you, and you can take it off and kind of delve into the dungeon right in that table. So it's something we have a lot of fun with. This is my first Gen Con. We had just come back from UK Games Expo. Dave, that's an awesome show too. But I agree, Kate and other folks need to get some shows, like some live shows out there to add to that experience. That would be super cool.
Yeah. And Scott came over to when Scott was at UK Games Expo, which felt like a year ago. It was only a couple of months.
Yeah.
I recognized him straight away from his videos, and I was like, "Are you the guy who's got the table?" And I recognized it. This thing is absolutely awesome. I didn't know you were coming to the UK, so it was a complete surprise when we saw it. This thing is awesome.
That's cool.
I've partnered with Geek and Son, which is a UK game company, because I'm like a one-man show, and I do not have the ability to make these things and ship them around the world. So Geek and Son is my partner. They make the tables for me, and then they, fulfill them. We just launched a few months ago. First table's going to Washington State in a couple weeks, which we're really excited about.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Get any deposits at Gen Con?
We'll see. We got a lot of conversations going on. Nothing signed at the show.
Yeah, I took one at the show, and then floating, but that's about it.
But I mean, I think like my highlights, I'm still really new to the community. And the thing that stands out to me is just how crazy friendly 95% of the people are. Like, you introduce yourself, you tell them what you're up to. And a lot of these folks, you follow online or whatever, and they want to talk. They want to make connections. And I don't think that's normal in most industries and most things you get involved in. So super cool. The 13-year-old boy in me was very excited to meet Margaret Weiss and thank her for writing Dragonlance, because when I was a little kid, that was, after Tolkien, that was one of my favorites.
Yes.
And then you guys have already said it, but the Glass Cannon show, I've seen you guys do it a bunch. I don't know how you take like an hour and a half or 2 hours, tell a whole story, and then wrap it up with a bow, and then so you can like just move on to the next one.
Me neither.
Wait.
we don't either. Like, anybody who does actual plays doesn't know either how to do that. Don't worry about it.
My absolute favorite thing about that Glass Cannon show was that it was 2 hours long. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Yes.
I would say that the entire episode was you talking to 2 people and maybe discussing a future plan. Like,
Still entertaining.
I was giving Troy shit about it afterwards. Like, you have the easiest GM job in the world. You guys, you get through like half a page of story in one show. It's
the like super
unbelievable.
role-playing ones. And it's funny because on those types of shows before, he'll always be like, I don't know what we're gonna do, I'm so stressed, I don't know if we're gonna have enough content for the show. And I'm like, are we gonna meet an NPC? We're good. Don't worry about it.
I love it.
But this was fun. I have to jump, but this was really fun. Thank you for having me. Nice to see you all, meet some of you.
Again, Kate, thank you so much for doing this. Lovely to see you. Lovely to meet you in person. And again, hopefully we'll see you next GenCon.
Yeah, heck yeah. All right, see you.
Great to see you, Kate.
Take care.
See ya.
Which leaves the floor open for Ryan. We're going to introduce. So Ryan has a quite a fantastically cool. What do you call it? A merchandising company?
I don't know, man. Clothing, accessories. I'm trying to figure it out.
Here's the floor. Here's the floor. Go for it.
It's a D&D inspired clothing company. I'm trying to branch out to more accessories, more games. Recently talked about doing some Vampire the Masquerade, some Magic the Gathering, maybe some Daggerheart now that that's been out. Whatever we can think of, and do, and try to reach as many people like we have here as possible.
So during when we was at GenCon, Maguire and Ryan, some of the first people I met online, who I communicated with many years ago, and it was great to again. We haven't seen them in person. I've never seen them in person. Just get to go over there. Me and Steve were there. Meeting Ryan in person was fantastic, and then we ended up teaming up. We were going to all of the kind of the bars and networking sessions, as much of those as we could, just to kind of talk to people, and it was awesome. It was fantastic.
Yeah. You guys became my emotional support people. I just clung to you as tight as I could.
It was an emotional support badge. That's what we like. It was cool. But yeah, getting to meet everyone and getting to do some networking, and that's what I was there for.
Same, yeah.
We're showcasing the studio stuff, as you saw earlier, showcasing bits and pieces, and Ryan was there like, we've got merchandise, we can do this for you, we can do that for you. Any shapes and sizes you want, colors, designs, everything is done, and it really is top class material. It's not the kind of the print on demand stuff, which is pretty thin and can tear easy. This is high quality. So
yeah, really trying to avoid as much print on demand as possible. I want it to last. I want it to be good. I want you guys to get your money's worth and roll with them for the rest of your lives.
What was your best bit of the GenCon, Ryan?
Well, I'm very sentimental. GenCon 5 years ago was the first time I met you and Beetle and Rim, and the best bit for me was getting to play with Bill. I was able to bring Zamba Nala from Band of Badgers all the way to GenCon. And play with Beetle. It was awesome. It was an incredible moment for me personally, and I'm very, very appreciative of that.
I was so happy you were at that table, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was so much fun. It was a lot of fun.
I was just trying to message Steve to say there's an empty seat, Steve. You can come out of your box now.
Ryan, are you ever going to do any fashion armor? Any little bits and pieces?
Oh, you have no idea. So Steve's been in the box for years. He didn't even get a seat on the plane. We just stuck him in luggage in cargo, and it's like a pet.
Poor Steve.
Yeah.
No, I was just thinking about 5 minutes ago. I see we have some woodworking here and stuff. I think we have a studio. There's a live stream Purple Worm. I think we can bring all that stuff together and do a lot of DIY Purple Worm stuff, Bill. I don't know. Over the UK, you might have a little home there.
I like it.
I've got connections in the UK for furniture too, so let me know if we can help.
And
Now we're talking.
Dave knows all of the
No
castle.
fair.
Dave has all of the castle locations.
Undersea Castle?
Well, you can see them all from his window. So
Right.
Every single one of them.
The funny thing is when was it Spencer? You were saying it's really
Mhm.
close. It's 4 hours away.
Mhm, mhm,
No. So I know
that
you're
is
new to the badges.
that is really close.
That is close.
Here's the thing. We're gonna have this rant now. We're gonna do this again because we were gonna do it. In England, you don't drive for 4 hours because you have to have a hotel at the end of it. Okay.
Oh,
This is
No.
it. You can drive from coast to coast in England, and in 4 hours, that's it. You need a weekend, recover, and
Well-
then drive back,
well,
or get someone else to
welcome.
drive back.
Welcome to America. Everything's bigger over here.
exactly. Like the weekend when I went down to Texas, I had to drive to Texas for the World Championship. So that's a 13-hour drive one way. So I drove that, slept for 5 hours, then worked a 12-hour day, 5 days in a row. And then I had to go back to Dallas to pick up a 14th century real shield, which is amazing. I'll just put some pictures there later. We got it in an auction. And then drive all the way back to Nashville. So a 26-hour round trip of driving. So, I mean, I just been going right across the UK, up and down, up and down.
I drove to Comic-Con, Dave. That is coast to coast United States. That's 2 days worth of driving, no stop.
No.
So
No stop.
that's
no
life
thank
over
you.
here. That's life over here.
And let's just point out when
I like
Dave
this,
says
Dave. Let's
drive
Dave.
somewhere, what he means is get in the passenger seat and fall asleep, then wake up at the destination.
He's a chauffeur. That's nice. That's nice.
Passenger princess complaints.
Yeah.
The prettiest princess, Dave.
I am. Steve is also my driver when he's out of the box. Which is great.
Sounded like it.
Yeah. So there you go, everybody. Steve. If you haven't met him yet, there is Steve. He does exist.
He does exist.
Hey, Steve.
It's cool. Steve, what was your best bit of GenCon?
So I have a couple.
Oh God, he'll be all day now.
So one of them was getting the Purple Worm book signed.
With 4 hours now. Here we go.
One of them was getting the Purple Worm book signed because I picked it up at the show, and everybody signed it apart from Matt because Matt wasn't at the stand. But I got everybody else's signature, which was great. But then the other part of it was just being there and the atmosphere, meeting everybody. Saturday night was great. I know it was a long day, carrying stuff around as well because we bought stuff that day. But it was just a really nice atmosphere. Everybody's really friendly, and I can't underemphasize how friendly everybody is. Everybody's there for the same thing. Everybody's got a shared. I'm going on now. I'll stop. It was a vibe. The vibe was fun.
100%.
I was awesome.
So I jumped out to drop some pictures that we had some extra maybe later. They're not castles, but you know.
I'll have a look. I'll have a look in a bit. What else was happening, Steve?
What, at GenCon?
Yeah. What else did you get up to?
We did a little bit of shopping, and what else did we do? Block Party. Block Party was great. So we don't have that in the UK. If I could improve something on Games Expo, it would be Block Party.
Yes, that was awesome.
Yeah,
that was absolutely awesome. And again, hot box pizza. Never had it. I can't forget it. It's burned into my brain. What else did I have?
You didn't have anything else. You had hot box pizza every day.
Yeah, because it's so good.
If it works,
so good. I always get these plastic cups as well, and I was like, "What do I do with that?" And then people were saying, "Oh, it's collectible." I was like, "Well, do you want it?" And they were like, "Yeah." I was like, "Right, it's a plastic cup. Okay, fine."
Instant make a friend. Instant make a friend.
It was great. There was also we had pizza flavored Pringles. We've never had your Pringles are not the same as our Pringles. I don't mean the flavor. I mean the thickness, the texture,
the taste.
It's awesome. Yeah, our Pringles.
That's because your real potatoes. Our Pringles, they're not even potatoes.
They're like potato sawdust.
Yeah.
It's manufactured garbage made to look.
Still tastes good though, Dave. It's still good.
It was yeah. So it was that. What else? There was M&M's, M&M almond M&M's. We don't have those in the UK.
No,
we only have like 3 or 4 flavors. And there was like so Maguire took me to Walmart, and that was there was like racks and racks of M&Ms, all different flavors. I don't know.
Was that more impressive than GenCon, Walmart, or GenCon?
Walmart.
So to jump into that, this year we invited 3 people from Spain, and one of their biggest experience was going to Walmart. They were like, "Look at all this stuff," and they were buying things, and I'm like, "Why are you buying Twinkies?" and yeah, I think it's a Europe thing. Like they come over and they're like, well, "Look at the variety of things." I was like, "This is just general garbage that they have."
Where Ryan and I live, we have the country's biggest Walmart, and it's 2 floors. So hearing you guys like be excited about Walmart is so funny to me.
Our GenCon finale was taking all of the crap that Dave had left from his Walmart visit downstairs outside reception to sit in 2 plastic chairs, drink beer out of a can, and watch the sun go down.
That was our GenCon end.
That was the end of GenCon.
That's like the most nerd King of the Hill ever. I like that.
No, that was like the dessert. We went
Do you know what the highlight
we went to
was?
the tap.
The highlight was a guy driving past in his dune buggy / lawnmower contraption.
Up and down.
Up and
in
down.
front of the hotel.
Yeah,
We're like, what is that?
That's American.
We went to so the GenCon finished 4:00. We wrapped up. We was watching people leave. We went over to the tap. There was a few of us there. Ryan, Brandy were there with Glenn, Maguire. He brought his son along as well. So I mean, they sort of one by one, people left us and people went home, and GenCon was over. And then eventually it was just me and Steve on a corner of a street in America waiting for an Uber to turn up. And then got back to our hotel and we're like, we got another night to go. What do we do? So we got all the food, all the snacks. As you said, we sat on these plastic chairs outside the hotel and we're like, this has been awesome. this has been the best holiday I've ever had. So we're going to have to save up some pennies and come back, I think. We'll have to.
That sounds like a pretty good ending, Dave, to me. That's a win.
It was.
Mike, how was your ending? Because it's probably as bad as mine was. And, they turn off all the AC and they make you clean up at the end of the night.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was fun.
Mike
the
and Bill
marshalling
are both
yard.
the same ways. Everybody's going, ugh.
Marshalling yard is a freaking nightmare. I sat in 2.5 hours in line in that yard to get back to the convention center so we could load up and get out. But other than that, it was great.
Yeah, thankfully our company was big enough that we didn't have to clean up until the next day. But we sat in the yard for 4.5 hours waiting, and at 9:30 they were like, "We're just gonna call it and come back in the morning," but we packed everything up that night. So yeah.
What about you guys, Deacon Son? What was your experience trying to get out of there?
So yeah, it was about 3 hours waiting for the truck to get to the nearest loading dock, so we can get out. Still better than Wednesday when it was about 104 degrees with no air conditioning, carrying furniture in. That was brutal.
What about the exhibitors on setup day, Tuesday and Wednesday? The air is off and you're sweating your nards off.
At 4 o'clock after GenCon is over, they do the same thing. They cut the whole air off and you have to clean up.
It feels like a bar, like a nerd bar. Like you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, type of thing. Yep,
pretty much.
Make it as uncomfortable as possible, so that people leave as quickly as possible.
There's a lot of stuff there. So I think we've been chatting for an hour and 20 minutes, and I think we've talked about GenCon from start to middle to end, all of our best bits. I think it's time to wrap it up now. It feels bittersweet. It was weird because it's only like 2 weeks ago, but it feels like almost like a lifetime ago. It was really nice. I know people were exhausted by the end of it, but you build it up again and you go, right, I'm ready for it next time, or ready for the next show. Badgers may come back to GenCon again next year. Who knows?
Do it.
If we get a glass cannon party invite. If not, sorry, we won't bother.
Scott, did you rebook? Did Geek and Son, Bill, did you rebook?
Oh yeah. I'm curious who will be at PAX Unplugged. Anyone going to that?
I'm not doing it this year. I'm bummed. I love that show.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, right.
I'm on year 4 into that show, and I keep getting denied. Year 4 years in a row. I can't get in.
That's weird.
Well, would love to see you guys out
Was
there.
tight. I think they have like a 99.5% return rate. The vendors, they rebook, leaving shit room for get in. There's just no room.
They asked us, Mike, and we said no on Weather Dragon this year. We said, don't let them in, and they said okay.
God, I hate you. You're no longer my friend. We're done. I'm gonna unfollow you on Instagram. Lose my number. That's it.
That's the way to do it. Again, a final thank you to everybody we got to meet. New people. We got some old friends as well who we met for the very, very first time face to face. It's been absolutely lovely meeting everyone. It's been fantastic. As I said, we've got new adventures coming back this year. We're gonna have some new players, new faces, as well as some old friends and some old foes as well, who may be returning. We shall see. But again, guys, you're all invited to the various adventures we're going to be having. We will be doing some Purple Worm. So if you want to have some fun, and everyone's gonna, die, let's do it. Let's do it in the absolute best possible way. I love you all. I'll see you again soon. To everybody, all of you watching live, thank you so much. We'll see you again.
Thanks,
Bye.
Thanks everybody.
Bye.
Take care. Thank you.